Oh, frick. That's fast. Oh, shit. The Enduro World Series is back after a couple years off. So that means today we've got the YouTube World Cup back here in Whistler. 5 YouTubers today are battling it out for all the bragging rights. We are racing the EWS 80 here in Whistler. That means it's 80% of the course that the pros ride. We really just have one less stage from the 100. So there will be 4 stages today on Blackcomb and Whistler Mountains. The YouTubers we have racing today are Dangerous Dave, Josh from Daily Mountain Bike Rider, Jim the Shreddist, Nick who is Van Can, and myself, Jordan Boostmaster. Ryan the Loam Ranger did sign up and he rode practice yesterday, but he had a good crash on his head unfortunately, and it was enough for him to pull out of the race. So with the 5 of us competing, who do you think is going to win? Well, I look forward to finding out.
Hey, I know you.
What's interesting is Josh brought out his hardtail for this race.
Oh, hardtail, hard life, man.
So sick. Kona Hanzo, that's what it's called?
I have a 170 mil port.
So big props to Josh for doing that.
I'm gonna win the hardtail category.
And I'm just on my trusty transition patrol. It treats me very well. Yes, it's a size small. I know that's not gonna be good for racing. That's fine, I don't buy it for racing. I got it for free ride and jumping, and it's a lot of fun. But this is what I got. Let's have some fun.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter, you go in front of me.
Sure, I'm gonna go slow.
So am I.
I'm gonna go slower.
Oh, okay. All right.
Have a fun day. We'll see you in the finish area.
Now, someone had the brilliant and unique idea of having us start on the bobsled track from the 2010 Olympics. I don't know how I feel about this, but we've got a pretty good climb here to get to stage 1.
Good luck, Jordan.
Right on. Yeah, thanks. Our first stage is on a trail called Microclimate on Blackcomb Mountain. Things were a bit delayed, so we still had to wait 20 to 30 minutes before we could go down. I think the jitters were starting to set in. Fist bumps. Yes. Just for the first stage, we start in order of our race plate numbers. Yeah. And after that, it's basically first come, first serve. All right, Dave is off. Nick Van Can up next. And then Josh, Daily Mountain Bike Rider. Got Patrick in front, and then me. Got Jim, the Shreddist, is a bit back there.
Good luck. 4, 3.
Okay. So the first half of Microclimate is more flat and rooty, and right away I could feel my legs feeling fatigued, so that wasn't very encouraging. The trail does get better as it goes down though. And right up here, we have one of the most tricky parts of the trail, a short climb right after a bridge. I know that Van Ken was able to clean that climb, and I assume Dangerous Dave probably did too. It was pretty technical. I was feeling a bit off on this trail, like my legs were just not having fun. I mean, all these routes that you need to pedal over or pump, it's just not something I'm all that great at. It probably doesn't help that it's the first stage of the day, so I probably have these jitters I still need to get out of my system, you know?
Wow. Josh, I'm coming up. Thanks, bro.
How was that?
Destroyed me.
You didn't feel so great?
I felt so bad.
That was way more physical as a full pull.
Yeah. There is not a chance in the world I could do that climb after the break. Not a chance in the world.
I did the climb and the marshal was like, nice.
I did it too, but I almost
Camera
fell out and I was
didn't
like, it's probably
You didn't film?
It froze.
That's
Turned it on, I heard a beep, I'm like, we're good to go, and then
Shoot.
started riding.
What a place to pass.
Jordan had a great pass on me too, it was good timing.
I actually had a very solid run though. I'm very happy. It's just that like it was very hard to like keep up with pedaling in certain parts. Like I was just killing myself.
We can check the live timing.
So as for the results, Dave is up front. Nick is 4 seconds behind Dave, and I'm 7 seconds behind Nick. The Shreddist beats Daily Hardtail Rider by 6 seconds. They were pretty close though. I wonder how the rest of the race will stack up for them.
Am I last? 8:56. No, you're not. What? How am I not last?
For the second stage, we're doing a shorter climb up Blacko Mountain again, and we're doing some familiar trails we rode in 2019. These ones are a bit rockier, not quite as rooty.
Okay, here we go. All right.
So right off the bat, I'm already feeling better than I was on my first stage. My legs have more energy now. I think maybe I just do better on rockier trails compared to rooty trails, but I also think I just got rid of all my jitters, so I'm actually warmed up at this point. So now I really feel like I'm doing my best.
I'm passing on your left. Thanks, bro. Passing on your left here. Thanks, bro. Feeling pretty good on this stage. Oh, shit. That was rowdy.
My problem though with these pedal sections is I'm just getting through it. I still have a hard time putting any real power down when I'm going uphill. And I understand that could be a really easy way of gaining or losing ground.
Passing on your left. Oh, sorry, dude. Thanks, dude. Shoot. Too bad that I kind of hit him there.
Since these first two trails are the same as one of the stages we did in 2019, I like to compare with how my time was back then with now. And I was surprised to see that I was way faster this time around. Okay, it helps that the conditions are perfect, and it was wet and rainy the last time, but it still looked to be about 30 to 35 seconds faster on this 4-minute section of trail compared to 3 years ago. That's pretty significant. And this is only my second time ever riding these trails, so that makes me feel pretty good. So after stage 2, we all went straight to the food station.
How was that?
That felt better for some reason. I actually felt a lot better.
Now checking on the times here, I can see I'm a bit more competitive. 10 seconds behind Dave and 4 behind Nick. This is looking fairly close. I can't wait to see how the other stages will look since they are both in the bike park. Daily mountain bike rider, or should I say hardtail rider, beat the shreddest on that stage. But Jim mentioned he actually had a goof up with his GoPro where he actually stopped to make sure it was all recording, and maybe that's what made him lose all that time. Otherwise, it'll be interesting to see how those two compare to each other at the end.
Hope that one recorded.
I hope so.
You're doing so good, dude. Like, you're winning every stage so far. Pretty sick.
I just hope that next stage is going to be drier. If it's anything like the first stage, it should be good.
Switching up the style though now.
Yeah.
You are.
Now this is the time to fuel up. They give us water, fruit, and bars. And for the one and only lift we get this whole race, we get to take the gondola all the way to the top.
With our Frankworks 2022.
The first two stages were pretty nuts, pretty pedally. I felt a lot better on the second stage, but now we've got 2 bike park stages. So I'm pretty excited, except Misfire is going to be super rowdy. It's going to be so sketch. Practice was nuts. Otherwise, I think last stage would probably be my best anyways, but I'm looking forward to these next 2 stages.
Making our way to stage 3 here. Just gonna go chill into here. Just glad there's no more pedaling to get there. Alright, so we're bypassing a little bit of the trail.
Dave, Nick, and myself will ride after each other here to minimize chances of getting past or needing to pass someone.
We can go now. Okay, stage 3. Okay, some bike park stages here. Oh, that was jank.
Stage 3 is the longest stage today and the most rowdy. You'll see what I mean when we get onto Misfire.
buddy.
Not feeling the best in some of those corners. Yeah, I'm not feeling the best on those corners.
I would say I lost about 10 seconds from that crash. Yeah, crashing is really no good. You gotta do what you can just to make sure you don't fall off the bike.
For some reason, I'm not doing these corners good. It's a lot drier than yesterday.
Now, if you've seen my practice day video, which is up on my Raw channel, you can see a link here in the cards in the upper right if you want to check that one out. But it was definitely more wet, and that was just the day before this race. And you'll notice I was sketching out quite a bit on the practice day. I was actually very grateful I got practice on this thing, because what you're seeing now is actually a very clean run, and I'm very proud of myself for this. What you don't see, however, is just how badly my arms and legs were killing me from this trail. I couldn't wait for this trail to be over.
I'm about to pass. Thank you. I can't pedal. Passing. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Okay, now delayed views. That was intense.
Delayed fuse was like a breeze in comparison to Misfire. So at this point, I'm just feeling a lot better.
rider. Oops. Thanks.
And finally, here on South Park, we actually get to rest. Just a little more to the finish.
That was not good.
How's that?
Felt like shit. I crashed on no joke.
Oh, jeez.
Out of corner. I was not feeling good on the corners.
You,
It was like one of the-
back, like, you weren't far behind me, so you...
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just killing me, man.
That was rough. We have
So
a
bad, dude.
longer stage, and I'm just like going through the berms, waiting to wash out. Like,
Yeah, but
it was-
that was really physical. The next stage isn't so rough. I actually,
Yeah, dude.
it was to the point where my hands were giving out, and I was scared. I thought I was going to slip a hand.
I know.
Let go of
Like,
the bar.
that was not good.
I think you beat me on that stage, though.
Let's take a look at the results. Dave is killing it. Took the win again, 6 seconds ahead of Nick.
Jordan, 1030 flat.
Okay.
I always thought you beat me, Jordan. You really didn't come that far behind me.
And Jim the Shreddist beats Josh the Hardtail guy.
Me and Jim are like 3 or 4 seconds off, so which means we both have to try.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the real battle right here.
my forearms. It's just
You've got the power.
no. There's no more power.
So we've got one more stage I believe will be my strongest. My last chance to gain ground on Nick and Dave. But I will have to beat Nick by over 21 seconds in order to pull ahead of him overall.
It's possible.
So Dave is still
think so.
okay.
I still
Dave,
think you're gonna beat him.
Dave is still even more ahead. Like, so for Nick, he's 20 seconds ahead of me. Dave is what, another almost 40 seconds, 38, whatever it is.
38, 30.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, Dave is currently looking at 4th place, Nick is in 5th, and I'm in 6th for the overall standings, so that's pretty sweet. So our climb up to our last stage includes a blue flow trail, which wasn't all that fun to climb. It seemed endless. Honestly, I do think I could beat Nick by over 21 seconds on this stage. But to beat Dave by over 40, that I'm not too confident on. I'll have to do my best though, not make any mistakes.
We got some heavy influencing going on here.
Nick, how are you feeling for this last stage? You're currently in 2nd place behind Dave. I'm behind you by 20 seconds. What do you think for this last stage?
This is the most downhill stage.
Yeah.
So, Duffman, I'm not a huge fan of. It's going to be squirrely. I am tired. That last stage killed my hands.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling it. So, we'll see if I can push it through to the end and
Excellent, yeah.
maintain it.
It's gonna be awesome. Dave, you're currently leading the pack. You beat Nick by like, what, 6 seconds every single stage. You're killing it. You got one more stage. What do you think is gonna happen stage 5?
So far, so good. It's gonna be different because it's pretty flowy for the last stage. Less than 8 minutes, hopefully, so it shouldn't be too long. Easier on the arms. The body's dying. You just want to finish at this point. So try and keep it upright. Let off the brakes in the corners. Try and preserve momentum. Do as little work as possible and hope for the best.
Yeah. It's the most bike parky stage. I think I have an advantage, but Nick is really fast too, so we'll see what we can do. I think it'll be a fun stage. I'm gonna do my best, and may the best man win.
Oh shit. Bad line.
Into Lower Duffman here, I was fairly happy with my line choices. Practice I had yesterday really helped, though I did make a few little mistakes here and there.
Oh shit. That was so scary. That was really scary. Oh man.
I was supposed to go more right on that part. I dinged my rim there pretty good. I was feeling really good here though. Feeling fast. You know what? I really think I can beat all the YouTubers on this run. And maybe even beat Nick overall. I'm honestly feeling it right now.
Oh, that's a good line. Oh, my pedal came off. My chain came off. Shit. Chain came off. Oh, that sucks. Frick! My chain came off. And my chain. I don't know what I can do. I really don't know what to do. It's just destroyed. I'm getting so wrecked. I'm getting so wrecked. This thing is so frickin' screwed. How do you fix that? There, I did. There we go. Okay. It's on. It's on. That sucks. Well, no hope of winning now. Wow. Today is not my day. Man, I smashed the rim in some of those rocks. That sounded so bad.
From what it looked like to me, I think that stop may have cost me about 40 seconds. It's hard to measure exactly, but I was actually stopped for almost 30 seconds, but then all the slowdown time and trying to get back up to speed again. How much did I really lose? Well, you can decide that for yourself. But with that kind of a stop, I have no chance of beating Nick or Dave on this stage, let alone overall. But that's not going to stop me from doing my best. I can still give a really strong finish here. I'm really curious how things will look at the end.
I know what you mean.
These last few trails I felt perfect on. Super fast. I don't think I could do them any better.
Feeling pretty good on those corners. There we go. Oh, frick. That's fast. It's a fast burn. That was good. That was really good. Oh shit.
Skipping all the way across those rollers and nearly launching out of the finish corral. 840 right behind
Yeah.
840.
Yeah.
Chip, yeah.
The crowd is coming out now.
Final times. Sick. Thanks.
We did it! Woo!
Yeah.
So let's see how this last stage looked. I was third again among the YouTubers. 15 seconds behind Nick, 21 behind Dave. And so you know what that means. Things would have looked quite different if I had a clean run. That would have been a nice change up with the results from how it's been the whole time before. But what can you do, right? That's life.
What happened?
I lost my chain. Well, it just came off. It was on the flat part where you're pedaling. So I'm like slowly slowing down because I just can't pedal.
Overall, Dangerous Dave takes the win for our 2022 YouTuber World Cup. He was a full minute ahead of me, and Van Can takes second place about 24 seconds behind Dave. He was 35 seconds ahead of me. You know, what if I hadn't dropped my chain? Maybe next year I can get some redemption. If you remember in 2019, Nick actually dropped out after stage 4, so this was quite an improvement for him. He was pretty stoked.
Great ride, man. That was fun.
Yeah, you won, Dave.
Until next time.
Yeah, we'll give it a year before we ever do that again, so we can forget about it.
Yeah.
It's like, did we have fun?
I'll be regretting this decision for at least 48 hours now.
Man. But yeah, you did so good today. Awesome riding, man. Congratulations on second place.
Yeah.
Super good.
Freaking Dave and all his complaining.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm gonna do bad. He just wins. Oh my god.
Oh my god, is that Jordan Boostmaster? Is that Ryan Rodriguez?
Holy crap. What the heck?
Josh's daily hardtail riding wasn't enough to stop Jim the Shreddus from shredding him to pieces on that last stage, so Jim positioned himself very comfortably in 4th place. Well, that's what Josh gets for taking a hardtail to the EWS, huh? But honestly, that was so epic of him to ride a hardtail at the EWS. Nobody does that, so I have to give big props out to Josh. He slayed it, even on a hardtail. He was 21st out of 35 guys on a hardtail in the Whistler EWS. That's pretty awesome. You guys should really check out the other YouTubers' perspectives of this race. So I put together a playlist of all of our videos so you can see exactly how this race went down from everyone's perspective.